First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thanks for joining us. We are live streaming here at the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and we do this every week. We start on Monday at 11 a.m. to noon. We go to 1 p.m., and then that's the same throughout the entire week. And right now we're approaching the end of that for Fox 12 Now. We've got a little bit of time here, and so I wanted to make sure that we have our interview with an Impractical Joker on here. Now, if you're a fan of the Impractical Jokers, they're in their 12th season. They are syndicated all over the entire world, and also changed into different voiceovers. There's different groups. They're everywhere, a global phenomenon. And one of them, Sal Vulcano, is going to be here in Portland performing at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall. So I got a chance to talk to him just about his tour, going out and doing stand-up, what the tour is about, also traveling Portland, all kinds of things. So let's jump right into it. Sal, thank you for having some time to talk to us. The show is coming here to town. Excited to see it and what it's going to bring. But, I wanted to ask for you, obviously you've been in comedy for a very long time, but what is it like going out on tour now for this latest one, and what's it been like being out on the road for this?
I love the actual flights, terrible. Let me tell you something right now. Our industry is in bad shape as far as airports go, man. It's not without delay. But when I get to the towns and I get to the cities and I get on stage, it's the best part of the whole thing, right? So
yeah.
This is a tour. I had a special come out last year called Terrified. That's on HBO Max now. If you saw that, this is 100% new material, brand new hour. Talking about my family for the first time on this one, and that's been a change for me because I've been doing stand-up a really long time, but I didn't have a special till last year, so I'm still educating people that I'm a stand-up. But this is the very first time that I've gotten to speak about my immediate family on stage. Prior to this tour, I kind of was private, but this one I'm letting it all out.
What's the family feel like now that they're part of the act?
Well, I think my kids are too young to really know yet. My wife, she's gonna have to accept it. She's good with it. I try to be fair. I try to be fair on stage. So, but it just seemed at this point silly not to talk about this life because it's a fountain of material every day. So.
Well, we're talking about the travel side of things. So, what is a day in the life of Sal out on the road? Other than airports being lame and delays and all of that part. Do you have time to go out around the cities that you show up to or do anything like that?
Yeah, with this tour, it's pretty much a city a night, and so sometimes I get in a little early, and I'm always asking for recs. So if you have any place that you'd like to shout out or any place for me to check out while I'm in Portland, I get in. I have a few hour window. So it all just depends on, if I'm working on new material for that night or if I can run out or after the show and grab a bite. But that's one thing I do. I try to keep a notes app in my phone and keep all the recs I get down. So please, I'm all ears.
Okay. All right. We'll get you some for sure. What do you, if you do have time, what is it that you like to do when you're out? Say in a city like Portland.
I kind of like to venture outside of the downtown area, kind of to the neighborhoods. If I have a rental car or something like that, I really actually love driving around in actual suburbs and neighborhoods of these places to get a feel for what they're really like. Maybe visiting local spots. I ask for a lot of local spots. It doesn't make sense to me to fly all over the place and stay in this homogenized downtown area and go to the same types of places. So I'm always seeking out what's the neighborhood that has the record store, or just what's the mom and pop place that everyone knows about that I have to go try, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Milwaukee for the record store. So Milwaukee, Oregon. I would recommend that. There's a good one downtown there. Yeah, we can find you recommendations for all kinds of stuff on there. But so that's great though. You get to get out of there and actually talk to the people. And then for the show, for people here in Portland who may not have seen your stand up before, what other than what you're talking about, you're going to be talking about your family for the first time. What can they expect walking into it?
Yeah, sure. So, my special was called Terrified, and this tour is the Everything's
Yeah.
Fine tour. So people are asking me like, "Oh, you've come around?" And no, actually, Everything's Fine is definitely tongue in cheek. The tour poster is me on stage with the stage burning down around me. But no, one thing that you will not have to expect is any type of divisive humor, political humor, anything controversial. Like I'm very just go with the flow, easy, bring everybody in, unify everybody, just escapism. I just want people to leave with their sides hurt from laughing. So it's just kind of me, my life, my observations, and just things that are just relatable for all ages, really.
Nice. Well, for Impractical Jokers, just the fame and how widespread that show is. I didn't realize how many different international versions there were, by the way, until today when I was reading your bio. I think I've seen some of the Australian one, but I mean, is it hard for you to go anywhere and not be recognized by somebody from the show?
It's kind of crazy because there's like a dozen or so countries with their own version, but then we're just dubbed everywhere. And it's really been something else to understand, like to actually conceptualize the reach of it. I was in I got to where was I? I was somewhere like in South America, and I went into the water. And I just got there that day, and I just dropped my stuff. I'm running to the beach, and I got in the water, and then someone just waded up to me and was like, "Sal," and I was like in the ocean in South America, and I'm like, how does this, this thing is everywhere. So it's tough. There's spots that are more concentrated than others in recognizing me, but I've yet to go somewhere. I mean, this show is on the air now. We just finished filming season 12, which is airing now on TBS. I think 14 years on the air. So I didn't anticipate that, but for the most part, everyone's just really nice about it,
That's awesome. Yeah. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of people like, oh, dang those, Impractical Jokers guys. But
You never know. You never know.
You never know. That's true. There probably is. But whatever. Either way, it's awesome that you're going to be here in town. So coming here, show everybody can come see on the 24th. And anything else that you want to let people know about too when you're coming into town? I know you want recommendations, but what else can we let people know about?
This is I come through every year because I go solo when I tour, and I come through with the guys as well. So this venue I've been to before, I've always had good shows there. So the people there have always been awesome. Looking forward to it. I don't know. I mean, if at the end of the fall, beginning of the winter, I'm releasing a new talk show that I'm hosting called Minoosh.
Nice.
So that's out, and that's something to look forward to. But yeah, just come on out and have a good time. Tell friends, bring a friend.
There we go. Come out and have a good time. I mean, that's the perfect advertisement for it. Well, Sal, thank you so much for having time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. If I ever see you out while you're swimming in the ocean, I will not swim up to you and do that.
Yeah,
but
come on, no problem at all. Come right up to me.
All right, awesome, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Let's go ahead and pop that up. There we go, Sal Vulcano, there to wrap up our week here on Fox 12 Now. And thank you to everybody who's been here. I guess we do have 20 more minutes, so if something does happen in the next 20 minutes, if you're watching live, I will be back with that. But otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to download the Fox 12 Oregon app. Send me an email, fox12now, kptv.com, if you have an idea for a segment or something that you think should be covered. We can look into that and see if we can make that happen. But for now, we'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.